Good morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain news. Markets are lower overnight with beans down about 9 cents, corn 4, and wheat anywhere from 7 to 11 cents lower. I think yesterday market had a turnaround on prospects of dry conditions in southern Brazil, Argentina, talk about new China soybean demand, but the grains were lower, taking some profits after the weekend bombing of Odessa. The Odessa port supposedly is partially back working, but there is concern about getting insurance for vessels going into Ukraine, and there's still a big delay in inspections of vessels going in to Istanbul and also going out. The IEA raised 2022 and 2023 global oil demand. Outside markets, stocks are choppy in front of the Fed data. Dollar continues to slide lower. Crude's up, but gold, silver, copper, sugar, and cotton are all lower. As far as weather is concerned, a big winter storm moving across the northern plains. Rain here in Chicago, rain across parts of the Delta, moving into the southeast. The south plains remains dry. Argentina, southern Brazil also remains dry. There was more China COVID cases, especially in hospital workers. That raises concern about their import demand of raw materials. U.S. soybean premiums, export side improved as China came in. They bought last week 40 cargoes of beans. Some U.S., PNW, and Gulf for decent Jan, mostly Brazil, Jan through April. Some people feel that now China's 70 to 75% covered for Jan through February, which could begin to close the window for new sales of U.S. soybeans. Argentina's soybean crop 37% planted versus 56 last year, and we're continuing to be concerned about their wheat, corn, and soybean crop. Corn trying to find value with concerned about ethanol production here in U.S., growing stocks, and also export sales. This is despite the dollar continuing to slide lower. Argentina it's got a crop maybe of 47 million tons versus 55 last year, and export licenses are only 33 million tons versus USDA's forecast of 36.5. Brazil's December corn exports were a record 6.8 million tons versus 3.4 last year. China, Dalian corn futures have dropped to a 2-month low. We also note that Ukraine has dropped ag attaché, the crop corn, to 23 million tons from USDA's 27, but raised exports 20 from 17.5, and 40% of the crop is still not yet harvested, and looks like it's going to, that 9 million tons will stay in the fields until spring. The market's going to be watching cold temperatures next week in the southern plains. India stocks are only 19 million tons of wheat, lowest in 6 years versus 38 last year. Palm oil market is higher because of Malaysian stocks lower, production lower, and exports were higher. So again, choppy trade going into the ethanol data and also weekly export sales, watching South American weather and watching the Fed action today.